It just
doesn't leave the podcast.
Yeah, doesn't leave the podcast. Got young Zach Seeler in the house. So I was just teaching him about how the microphones work. And I was like, look, there's this thing called the proximity effect. Is when you get real close to the microphone and it's like you can hear more details. And then I don't know if you ever, you just said you did. I don't know if anybody else out there, the weird ASMR videos come up. Like I seen girls put the slime on the microphone and they use their nails. And it's like, I watch it. You just said you'd end up in a rabbit hole.
Yeah, like swiping and then all of a sudden it pops up and they're eating pickles and it's popping in your ears and I don't know, dude. It's a little mesmerizing sometimes. I can't scroll.
No, I only watch it. Like I would be embarrassed to get caught watching it because I'm only watching it going,
oh, I'm embarrassed that I'm watching it and no one's around.
The hell? This is, and it's got like 1 million views.
I know it. It's crazy. And they've been streaming for hours and that's all they're doing.
Dude, I can't. And it's, do you like the sound of it?
I don't know. I just get caught in it. I'm not sure if I like it or I hate it, but I'm attracted to it for some reason. I can't. Well, I've only watched one, but it's
one. Now it's one. Dude, no way, because
it was yesterday too.
Dude, this girl had these super long nails on, and she had slime covering her microphone. She had one of those Yeti mics. You know what I'm talking about? It has like the big, looks like a magic bullet blender, but it's the metal, and she.
Okay, now that I don't think I could do.
That was freaking weird.
This one that I saw yesterday, she's got like a light. She's supposed to follow the light, and then she's making pop noises, and I'm like, whoa, what is going on? I couldn't stop.
It's weird. I do like the ASMR because do I have my headphones? Oh, they're in the other room. I have I got the AirPod Pros for Christmas. Yeah. My mama got them for me.
Attaboy.
Thank you, mama. And they have like spatial audio. So I'm a tech nerd. I want to test out.
What does that mean?
Spatial audio. You haven't experienced that yet?
No.
Are you willing to put my ear pods in your ears later? You can give it a try.
I can do that.
We get personal.
Yeah,
Dude, it's pretty cool. So there's like 2 different features to it, right? You can, let me see. Oh, I didn't set up. I was going to do a split screen, but we'll mess with it later. So you can have regular headphones, right? You can do noise canceling. Then you can do spatial audio, where it's really cool. They've like taken tracks from the 60s all the way up to like the most recent stuff, and they're like reprocessing it, so it's more surround soundy. That's one part of it, right? With music,
it echoes a little more.
I can't even say echoes, dude. It's like it just sounds expanded, and that's coming from an audio nerd world. So it just sounds like you're in the room more. Okay. And then there's a part 2 that Apple has done. I don't know if it's proprietary Apple or not, but for example, let me see, I get the phone up here. Yeah. So if I'm here and let's say these are my AirPods in my ears, and I think they have it with those big mammy jammies, the Max, the Apple Max headphones or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think they have it with those 2. I don't know if they have it with the regular AirPods. Do you have regular AirPods?
Yeah.
Bootleg or real?
I think real.
Okay. Did you buy them off of Apple or Target or Best Buy or Walmart?
My mom got mine as well.
Ooh. Okay. Well, look, moms don't really know the black or gray market like that. Unless your mom's a hustler, I can't like.
I don't know. I would assume it's a Walmart purchase, but I can't call it.
I think mine was Target actually.
Okay.
So I was very confident because I was actually. This is a whole nother rabbit hole. We're not talking about this anymore. There's a subreddit to, what the hell do they call it? It's an AirPod bootleg subreddit.
Okay.
And they talk about like the best ones you can get from China,
probably the
from
same thing.
AliExpress. They're pretty close, but then it goes pretty deep into the rabbit hole in terms of like people are reviewing them because the whole goal is to sell them on like Facebook Marketplace for $10. So when you're comparing them to the $180 real ones, they're not close. But then you're like, but I got these for $3 and I'm selling them for 50. It's like, so that's like a whole different rabbit hole. But the second part of the spatial audio is, for example, if you sat your phone down and you're listening to music, and I don't understand the value of this, it's just cool. I don't know.
In that, maybe.
There could be something I'm missing. But you set your phone down and you start cleaning up your room. So if I turn my head like this, the audio is back here now.
Okay.
And then I keep turning around and it's going, my phone's set centered like 0 degrees. And as I turn, the audio's moving around in your head.
That's kind of neat.
Which is cool in a way because, let's say, for example, my kid's sleeping. And here's the thing. That's why I don't understand the value of it. It's cool. I don't buy it for this unless somebody can show me, or maybe I just need to YouTube it. But it's like having a stereo on in your room, and you're walking around the room, and it centralizes it. And as you're moving through space, it stays there. Again, that's a cool thing, and I think it also kills your battery. I just need to hear what I want to hear.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like,
the more I'm thinking about it, I think it'd be a little strange and deceptive. You're looking elsewhere, and the sound just, you're wearing headphones, and it's like having a radio on.
It is. It's not necessarily deceptive, I think. I think it's more just like, I think it recreates the environment.
Okay.
In a way.
Yeah.
But
I'd like to give it a go.
All right, we'll plug them in your head later.
Cool.
Young Zach Seeler, everybody.
Yes, sir.
What's happening, buddy?
Me, my boy.
Absolutely. So you and I, we met at Planet Fitness.
We met in the gym.
Do you remember why we connected?
I do.
Hit me with it.
So I had just got back from Grand Cardone's conference 10X in Miami.
Yep.
And you were wearing a 10X hat.
Yep.
Bench, or you're squatting like 500 pounds. And it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. I was like, who is this dude? So I just walked up to you and I was like, what's up, man? Like, nice hat. And we just kind of chopped it up from there.
We did. Now, do you know what's going on today?
Oh, I do not.
It's freaking 10X weekend, dude. What are the chances that you and I lined this up last minute? I didn't know it was 10X weekend.
Yep.
And I shot the first 10X, dude. There's 3 camera guys, and I was the first one to shoot, one of the 3 to shoot 10X. One of the guys, he was like one of them young whippersnappers that thought he was like real slick. And he's like, I make sick videos. I shoot Ferraris, bro. I got to go. And I'm like, how much you get paid to shoot those? And he's like, I do it for free, but I get to hang out around Ferrari. And he's like, I got a Ferrari to shoot tomorrow, man. I can't be here. I'm like, this is a freaking Grand Cardone conference. Les Brown is here. Russell Brunson. You know who Russell Brunson is? ClickFunnels?
ClickFunnels.
Bro, I saw this guy, and Russell made a video about it. And I think a few other people actually made a video about it. Russell, in like 45 minutes, I think he sold $2 million. Like, I watched a man stand on stage, and people jump out of their seat.
Yep.
And he made $2 million in 45 minutes. And I'm here holding a camera on a bipod for free because it was like a test run for Grant.
Insane.
And I got a little connect on that, need to get in there. So I was like grateful to be there. But I'm like, I can talk like that, bro. Let me on stage. Can I get a slice? You know what I mean? Like, God, $2 million, dude.
I don't remember how much Damon made, but it was at Marlins Stadium when I went. And after he got done speaking, he had a line that wrapped around the entire arena to go sign up for his course.
How much was it?
No idea. I didn't get in the line.
These guys play big, dude. Did you see? Oh, so you didn't know it was 10X weekend?
No, I didn't know.
Dude.
Is it in Miami again?
Yes.
Okay.
And do you know who was there? I played this game with Melissa yesterday. I want you to guess.
One speaker that's there?
No, well, he didn't announce any speakers, which is crazy. And I believe yesterday's the first day.
Okay.
And if you could have the biggest name in the world show up and get on stage, who would it be?
Probably Donald Trump.
Hell yeah, bro, with Trump. Dude, I saw the picture and they got the
Trump speaking?
He spoke.
Oh,
yesterday.
shoot.
Yeah, so
wild.
you can get the live stream. So, and I'm not trying to kill Grant's game. Not like anybody's watching this, but like you can get early access for $97 or access to it and watch the live stream, but then you can't watch it after. And then they usually run a promo after, and you get the whole thing forever for $97.
Okay.
As much as I'd like to be involved in the whole shebang live,
I'm gonna wait.
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
But DJT,
That's
standing there with
crazy,
Grant
dude.
doing the 10X, man.
He's on quite the tour right now.
He's doing his thing, bro. I do want to, not in this conversation, but with the podcast, like, I don't mind getting into politics. Like, I'm going to bring Joe from Joe's Classic Cuts on at some point. You know, Joe? You follow him at all?
I saw what's that Trump guy that he had come in the
Oh,
other day?
yeah, bro. Oh, what was his name? Tommy Trump. Tommy Trump,
That
dude.
was hilarious.
That guy's a maniac.
I bet. That's a lot of energy you got to put up to be Donnie Jr.
Dude, he was sweating his butt off being Donnie. being Donnie.
I bet.
What was I going to say? Oh, I was going to say, I don't mind getting into politics. I do want to talk politics. I'm going to bring Joe on. Joe's a big Trump dude. He is a small business owner. He believes in capitalism. I'm going to talk about it. I have my own thoughts. They align a lot with his usually, but
Yep.
You know, you say Trump on something, this whole thing could have just gone off air. It's
Yeah,
gone.
it
We're
could
done.
Crumble quickly.
We set this whole thing up. We had a firestorm. So what happened was last week, this cloud recorder thing didn't work. And it was actually because this recorder, so there's this thing called a cloud lifter. It's a pass-through device. It needs power, okay? The mixer I have shoots power to it. It was all set up. I've never turned it off. It just decided to be turned off. Then I realized it, fixed it. Today, my USB adapter for my Mac is dead. The light comes on, but it doesn't pass through power. So we have pass-through issues, but Zach definitely watched me. I tried to keep it cool.
You kept it very cool.
I tried, bro.
You didn't show any signs of agitation or anything.
Can I tell you why?
Why is that?
There's a couple things. So my girl sells supplements, right? This is one called Confianza. I call it the chill pill.
Okay.
Bro.
You're on the Confianza?
Yeah, they call me Confiansky.
Okay.
Bro, it's so good. I've been taking 2 every day the way I've been dealing with work.
Uh-huh.
And the maniacs out there driving through Bluffton.
So what is what does it do? Just chills you out?
It's got herbs in it. Do you want me to look it up real quick?
Yeah,
Confianza, I'm going to tell you right now. It is, I just call it the chill pill, dude. And I haven't been drinking for a while. And in April will be a year. Confianza. It's a network marketing company. I used to slang this stuff too, and it was like my favorite thing. But I want to tell you what's in it because I feel bad not remembering. Let me see here. But yeah, I've been taking it, and I take 2 or 3. But the point why I brought up not drinking was because I want to feel chilled out. You know, like I don't want to just. I drink sparkling water, drink my La Croix.
Get you going.
Yeah, my Polar. But then you take a couple of those, and it actually is like, I don't want to use the word liquid weed and make it sound crazy, but it definitely takes you from here to here.
See,
not here.
I'm already in that line right.
You're
under
always
here.
there.
I know. I'm just chilling. I'm in my zen.
Yeah. Zach's one of those people that you like hanging out with because he's a cool guy, but then also like his mojo, your mojo is super laid back. So then my personality, if I'm with somebody from Jersey and they're crazy hype,
You guys are like going.
I'm crazy hype. If I'm with you, I can like sit back in my chair. We do lunch sometimes. I'm like, man, this is a really nice conversation.
Hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. A lot of my buddies, they're like you too. So they're going, and I'm just cruising along.
Dude, I'll tell you, I appreciate it. Truly do. I truly do. Looking up it actually says, so take a chill pill in their like description. That's awesome. I didn't know that. Using a unique blend of adaptogenic ingredients, Confianza helps you stay focused, level-headed, and balanced so you're better prepared to avoid negative effects from stress like occasional overindulgence, poor digestion, and mental and physical depletion. For me, it just doesn't make me want to drive off of the bridge into the Intracoastal. So
Get rid of the intrusive thoughts.
yes, and then, you know, I highly suggest somebody tries Confianza. Then I got this, and if you can see here, I'm double bagging today.
So what's going on with the coffee thing?
Dude,
No coffee?
no coffee.
No coffee.
So since COVID, I was just in bed the whole time. No coffee. And then I was doing like a Bang energy drink at like 1 p.m. every day for almost a year. Not only is that costly and pricey,
Probably not good.
not good. It's just not. I think it taxed my system.
Okay.
So I was in bed, and when the COVID hit you, it's like you're down anyway. You don't want coffee. So I was like, you know what? This is a good little reset for me. And COVID affected me in a few different ways that are weird and beneficial. One of them also is I just don't drink coffee anymore.
Didn't you start back up for like a week or a couple of days or something?
I had like 2 cups.
Okay.
And that was like for the caffeine. So I came back to work sitting on the other side of this beautiful wall we built. And I was like looking at paperwork, and it was actually also I was back too soon. So I was like still fried.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't contagious, but it was like my brain wasn't there. The brain fog lasts for weeks. You had it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I had the taste and no smell felt like half a year, really. Like it was messed up for me.
Dude, it's brutal.
It is.
So I was sitting there, I'm brain dead, and I was just like, okay, I need caffeine. Because I was making the stories about it going, how long can I hold out? How long will it be? And it was like...
And I remember messaging you like, dude, do it. Because I just got on it too. Because I was trying to do this Tom Brady diet, and Tom Brady does no caffeine. So I'm like trying to stay off the coffee. And I'm like, dude, do it. It's easy, blah, 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 blah. My mom comes to town. She makes me a cup of coffee, unbeknownst to me, that she's making the coffee, and I'm not going to go tell my mom to pour out the coffee.
Right.
So I started drinking coffee, probably drank it every day since.
Damn. She got you.
Back on the boat.
Mama got you back on the boat. So I haven't drank coffee, right? I haven't been drinking booze, which I'm cool with because I wake up pretty level-headed.
Absolutely.
I am doing caffeine. I do my pre-workout in the morning.
Okay.
And I'm an old man, bro. I like being tired by 6 p.m., 7 p.m. I'm like, bro, I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Yeah. And I take a melatonin to really seal the deal. Yep. But yeah, the caffeine in the morning, 300 milligrams I'm taking in the pre-workout usually, that gets me mostly through the day. I start getting a little tired around 3 and go, I deserve to be tired around 3.
Yep.
I want to play with my kid for a little bit when I go home around 5.
Go to
and
bed.
I'm good. Yeah. So, but then the weird part to the no coffee thing is I've been drinking tea.
Do you like tea? Have you put cream in your tea yet?
I haven't because I don't even put sugar in
I
here.
think it's an English thing. I don't know, but it's delicious.
Really?
Cream in the tea or almond milk, whatever you want to do.
I just feel like, why do I even go there?
Yeah, fair.
You know?
Fair enough.
So this is, it's called positive energy tea or something. I call it.
Or what is it, matcha or whatever the.
Matcha?
Matcha.
No.
Matcha.
No. This is a tangerine.
Okay.
Herbal tea with a little bit of caffeine in it. And I'm double bagging today just because I wanted to keep it extra cool because I knew I was dealing with you and you're like extra cool. So I'm trying to get on your level. So I got 2 Confianza in me and I'm double bagging this tea. I call it positivity.
I appreciate that.
And I drink tea all the time now. I drink ginger tea sometimes after dinner. Sometimes we drink a sleepy time tea. And
see, I like the sleepy time teas because I can't do the melatonin. Otherwise, I struggle the next morning because it really puts me down then.
So as somebody who loves testing different things, there are different qualities of melatonin out there.
Just milligrams or?
No, not measurements, but actually you could buy a name brand that sounds good and it hits you different. And then you could buy brand B and it hits you way better.
Okay.
So I used to do like, man, my buddy, when we were on tour, he would get me on the freaking ZQuil thing. We would just take ZQuil at night because I was always on the mic. We're always hyped up. We're getting the party going at these fairs, events, festivals, concerts, whatever. And you come down and like you go to the bar or the restaurant or whatever. You have a beer or two. But then that almost kind of like brings you back up and you kind of want to go into party mode. But you couldn't do that every night. So we go back to the room and then we were just like banging down like a bottle of NyQuil in a week, like each. And it was not healthy. But I realized it was really affecting my mental performance. I was groggy. I was cranky. I was a dick. I was bad. And then I have melatonin at home, these little tablets from Nature Made, which is a good brand. 1,000 billion reviews on Amazon.
Doesn't do it for you.
Makes me groggy, sleepy, cranky. Then I bought them for my kid because melatonin is actually good for like help fight COVID.
Okay.
Like the precautionary stuff. I forget the right word. But they were gummies, and he didn't want to eat them. And they were for adults, but I was like, well, I can give him like a slice, and, you know, you're supposed to eat too. Right. He just didn't want it. So then I had them sitting in there, and I'm like, well, I got to clean out the pantry anyway, so I'll start trying them. I'm addicted to them. They get me so in the zone. You ever take a melatonin and wake up? You go to bed at like, let's just say the numbers, you go to bed at 10. You wake up at 11 and you feel like a boss, dude.
See, I feel the opposite. If I go too long on the sleeping schedule,
Yeah.
I wake up and I'm sleepy again.
Really? No, not me.
No.
Oh, dude, I'll wake up at 1. This is actually the downside to the melatonin. I wake up at 1 and I feel like I just slept 10 hours. Best sleep of my life. Oh, get this workout in, bro. Let's go. I'm like, tap on my phone. I got it on the little magnetic charger. I tap on it. It says 111. And I'm like, oh, I guess I got to go back to bed. Dude, we haven't talked about anything we're supposed to talk about yet.
Let's get to work.
This is how you and I go, though. Another thing, just for my own, this has nothing to do with the podcast. Last time we hung out was at Downtown Deli.
Yep.
We got lunch. This actually ties into kind of you being a caddy and everything, because you were going to leave. When was that?
That was May of last year, April. It was about this time, really. We were very close to right now last year.
Which scares the living crap out of me, because I was like, that's what I thought. And I was like, there's no way that was a year.
Yeah. Just like that, it's back.
Bro, I can't do it. Okay, so I got young Zach in the house. That's how we met. I actually wrote a list out today, a little more prepared than I was with Brian. So how'd you end up in Bluffton, Hilton Head area? Kind of run me through that.
Okay. So my family and I started coming here when I was about 12 years old. And from there, we came all the time. We'd come every year, and they got in the timeshare thing, and then met a whole bunch of people in the golf industry here, and my dad and I would come down and just play golf the whole time. And from there, I came down to play college golf at USCB. And after USCB, I just kind of stuck around.
Okay, so that's a perfect tie into my next question. Where did your golf game start? Because you're a traveling caddy.
Yeah.
Right. So how were you always a sick, nasty golfer? Did you train a lot as a kid? Did Tiger Woods impress you? Like, how did that all go down?
I spent my entire summer, like 8 a.m. till it got dark, basically. I was at the golf course all day since I was probably, I know I started playing golf tournaments when I was like 8.
Right.
So probably 8, I would be there all day long. And just, it started out with me and a bunch of homies, because everyone tries to get their kid in it when they're young. And people fizzled out. And then by the time I was in high school, it was basically just me and a couple other kids that were out there all day long. But that's tying into the caddy thing, how I got into that. I love being out there. It's just like my zone. It's such a peaceful place. You go there and everything just kind of evaporates away.
Okay. So when did it start?
The caddy?
No, golf.
Golf?
Were you like
golf
4?
tournaments at first time I started.
Hold the mic a little closer to your mouth itself. Yeah.
Testing.
Yeah, there you go.
Beautiful.
You start traveling away from it, and it starts getting distant quick.
I know.
It's a good mic.
It's going in my ear, so.
No.
Anyway.
You want me to turn your headphones down?
No, I'm good.
Here, I'll do that. Does that work?
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
So anyway, I played with my grandfather for the first time. He would come to town. He lived in Michigan. I'm from Indiana. He'd come to town, stay with us for a couple weeks in the winter time, around Christmas time. But in the summer, he came down and we played. And I just remember that because we have a picture of it. It's the first time I played golf, and I was a little dude. Club was as big as me.
What age? I really want to know a number here, because I want people to know how long you've been doing this.
3 or 4, probably.
Oh, wow. I wasn't even expecting
touch
that.
a club.
Yeah.
But real little dude, and then started playing competitively at 8. And I really don't know what gave me the bug. Maybe it was just the feeling of being out there on your own, kind of the independence of being young and being able to go do something by yourself all day. But I don't know, dude. I just fell in love with it. No one in my family really plays golf, so it's strange, but I don't know. I fell in love with it.
Okay, so you, as a hobby, you played it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you came here for college.
Yep.
From Indiana.
From Indiana.
So were you, like, family came down here a lot for vacations?
Family came down here a lot, and I had an instructor on the island at the time that I came down. So that kind of brought me to coming down. I felt like I could progress my game the best if I was around him all the time. And so that's what tied me to this area.
Okay. Well, it's a great place to be, because it's like I don't want to say the golf capital of the country. You would actually be able to, what do you think it is?
I'd say this area you could call the golf capital, with the South Carolina, the low country in general. A bunch of courses in Myrtle here. I think there's 20 some, I don't know the exact number, within, maybe 30 square miles. But there's a ton of golf here, like nowhere else.
Okay. Like even Florida.
Yeah.
You think it beats out Florida?
There, especially South Florida. Like it's very scarce with golf courses in South Florida, which you wouldn't think. I wouldn't think personally.
Yeah. I played a course in South Florida, municipal course, par 3.
Okay.
Supposedly, it's the only one on the ocean and intracoastal in the country.
Par 3 golf course?
Yes.
On the ocean? That'd
Dude,
be sick.
It was so fun. It is in Boynton Beach, I believe. Don't hold me to that. It's a blast, dude.
All right, I might need to find my way.
And it was so crazy because, A, it's beautiful. And it was me and one of my buddies went, and the wind coming off the ocean, you want to talk about you might as well just be playing mini golf. Like, you go to drive the ball, and the thing is... Once that gust comes, dude, it's
Florida,
crazy.
It's tough to play. Like, it's always blowing, and you got to keep it low.
So, the caddy game.
Yep.
You went to college here.
Yep.
How do you transfer to the caddy world?
All right. So, I think we talked about this in our last meeting. But a guy named John DeMartini, he's a behavioral specialist. And a friend of mine put me on to him, and I got super interested in his work. And he has this value determination quiz. And it's about 11 questions, and you answer each question with 3 answers, yada, yada, yada. I did this every day for like 2 months in the morning because I was trying to figure out what do I want to do next. And anyway, I came to this conclusion that there was some common themes, and golf was a common theme in there, and travel was a common theme. And I thought, I'm young. I want to go to different places. Love to be on the golf course, love to travel, and can make some decent money doing this caddy thing. Transferred into that, continued to do the quiz, blah, blah, blah. Opportunity came up to go to New York, and I don't know. I just kind of fell in my lap a little bit with doing this.
So the quiz you were taking, you said how often did you take that quiz?
I took it every day.
Like obsessively?
Obsessively.
Was that to figure out like what you were truly obsessed with and where you need to be?
So it was interesting because... after a while, your answers became the same, just almost out of repetition.
Yeah.
But the first week or two, my answers would change daily, just on my mood and feeling and stuff like that.
Right.
Like what I was really valuing or interested in that time of the day. It was weird. It was like a weight fluctuation. It would change throughout the day. But after time, I kind of settled into these common themes, and they pushed me in that direction and gave me a lot of confidence that I would be happy doing this.
Cool. I wasn't trying to distract you, but I was just looking at my phone, making sure we were live. We've been live for 26 minutes already. Dude.
Shoot.
I know, and
Time
we got
flies
so
when you're
much to
having
talk
fun.
about. Dude, last time we went to lunch, I was like, yeah, let's do a quick one, bro. I think we were there for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
We just chat.
No problem.
So that test is pretty slick. I want to.
It's cool.
It was called a what again? I want to write this down.
It's called it's a John DeMartini value determination quiz. He's got a bunch of different quizzes, a lot of different worksheets, stuff like that. For me, especially to your point with drinking.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but when I go a few days or whatever, sober or week, couple weeks, whatever, you get on a roll with like a mindset or like a frame of mind that you're in. And then whenever I drink, the next day I wake up and I'm in a new state kind of a little bit.
Absolutely.
And this helps you because you can really track, even if you do drink, you still track the emotion that you're in and the direction that you want to go.
Okay.
But,
is this a course?
it's not a course. He does have courses. He's got seminars, different stuff like that. I haven't been to one yet, but I definitely want to.
Do you have to pay for this?
Good. No.
So
he's
if
got
I
a
could
ton of
put a
stuff on
link
YouTube.
in the comments below.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
Ton of
I'm
stuff
gonna
on
look
YouTube.
it up, guys. I will put a link in the comments below for that. So you are a traveling golf caddy of the stars. That's how I'm phrasing it. You were when I said that to you on the phone yesterday. We were kind of recapping what I wanted to go over. You're like, yeah, I guess, and I was like, who? And you're like, I can't really talk about it.
Yeah.
Did anybody we can like name drop?
I don't know. Like it's a lot of big finance guys up there. There's our athletes and celebrities, movie stars, stuff like that. But I don't know, dude. There was a caddy that was up at my club a few years ago, and he wrote a book, and he got in a little bit of trouble. So I don't know if I want to drop the names.
All right, can we at least say like what course it is?
It's in East Hampton.
Oh,
McGann's in East Hampton area.
Man, that's beautiful up there
It's
too.
cool. It's different.
Okay, so let's just play a game.
Okay.
Hit me with your top 3, no price, like members only, whatever it might be. Your top 3 courses that you've been to.
Okay. So the hardest golf course and kind of fun to just be there was TPC Sawgrass. It's incredibly hard. Like I didn't get you don't have a perception of that watching it on TV, but it is extremely long and just quirky and difficult golf course. My favorite, like just experience on a golf course was St. Andrews. I went to Scotland in 2011 and played in the children's games. And my dad and I entered. You have to enter a lottery just to play there. Entered the lottery one day, won the lottery, and so we got to play St. Andrews. Which, do you know anything about St. Andrews?
The only thing I know about St. Andrews is I was at what's the tournament they do? It's in December in Naples, Ritz-Carlton. I don't remember.
Honda?
Nah, it's a small one. But anyway,
Okay.
I used to work for Geico doing marketing, and we built this big dome. I think it was on the 18th, so it was always like, you know, you look down the fairway and you see us there. It's kind of ridiculous. It looked like a big golf ball with Geico on it.
Okay.
But on the inside, people could get their pictures taken at all the different courses. The only thing I know about St. Andrews is two things.
That bridge.
That right there, the bridge was in the photo, and my parents used to live in a golf community, and it was named after all the other famous ones, and they were on St. Andrews.
Okay.
That's the most I know about it, so tell me more about it.
Well, I don't know if it's the oldest golf course, but it may be the oldest golf course. I think that's what it is. I think it's the oldest golf course.
Yeah.
And it's insane because there's basically a city built around the golf course. I think the golf course was there first. They built the city, but on number 1 and number 18, you're playing downtown.
What?
Like you are downtown in a city. There's shops all the way up the right side on 18. Behind it, there's this big museum, and it's really, really unique and cool. And you hit over a hotel on one of the holes.
So, like, you literally could shank a ball, because that's what I would do if I was even allowed on this course, and I could put it through like a flower shop window.
Absolutely.
Has it ever happened?
I would assume so. Yeah, definitely. I bet people get smoked walking down the street all the time.
Honey, look at this beautiful.
Yeah, dude. Like a scene out of a movie, just clocked walking down the street.
I love it. That's where they should have live webcams.
Absolutely.
Just
Absolutely.
watching people get doinked all day, dude.
Uh-huh.
I don't wish that on anybody, but if it's going to happen,
I'd like to see it.
we might as well see it.
Absolutely.
So, how much does a Zach Seeler cost to have as a personal caddy?
Well, I have no price set in stone,
Okay.
but the prices vary. You know, there's a lot of guys up there that it's more generous than I could even imagine up there. The people there, it's like the community is so strange because it's like just a normal lake town, but everybody has done something that you've probably heard of. So
Okay.
it's just crazy everywhere you go. But the bags vary. But I'd be happy with 300 a shoulder. That's what that's a great rate when people give you that.
I don't even know what that means. I'm assuming it means you got a bag on each shoulder. So if you're with two guys,
Yeah.
and you got two shoulders, you can make 600.
Yep. And there's a few guys up there that do that, and you've probably heard of them, but a lot of people are going to be 150 to 200 a shoulder up there.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm putting it out there. You can decline this. Do you want to do that around here? Do we want to make a little clip and say,
what do you mean? So like caddy around here?
yeah?
So I caddied at May River before I went up there.
Yep.
And then this time when I got back from New York, my plan originally was to give it a go at playing again.
Right.
And grind that out. And my habits and actions just weren't showing that that's what I really wanted to do and valued.
Fair enough.
I love the game of golf, but I don't want to be a struggling golfer. I'd like to try to make some coin.
Yeah.
And so I didn't go to the road that I thought I was going to when I got back. I more so grinded on trying to get Zax developed a little bit more. And so that's kind of what I've been working on.
You, sir, are the segue master.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I like how you did that. You know where this needs to go next. Tell me about Zax Supply. First off, I got my local, if you're from Jersey, you call it a water bottle. Water bottle. This is my local water bottle. My Nalgene. I got Palmetto Buff on here. I got Keen on Clean. I got Cahill's. Got Salty Marsh Adventures. I got Joe's Classic Cuts. I got a South Carolina Yeti John. But I want that sticker, bro.
All right, brother. We got a little Zax here for you.
Yeah, let's slap it on right now. Let's do it. I love it because I was like, dude, you got a sticker for me? I want to put it on the bottle. You're like, let me go run to the car. My man's got it. And while I'm trying to peel this sticker, I know we're about to talk about the brand, but you started up the Low Country Views account.
Yeah.
People thought that was me for a while because it was only my content.
Really?
Yeah, but you
I
approached
believe it.
me.
Yeah.
You approached me and said,
Let's do a little marketing thing.
yeah.
And so there for the first, I don't know how long, but I was just posting your stuff.
Yeah.
You'd make some content and I'd get it from you and I'd post it on there. And from there, I never really had any direction with it. I didn't know what to do with it. So I just started remastering people's posts and tagging them and sending them out. And it has, for, the slim amount of followers that it really has a lot of traction and gets tons of views.
Yeah. How many followers you got now?
There's like
Is it Instagram only?
Instagram only, a little over 2,000, but when we post, it has thousands of impressions, and then the stories get hundreds of views. So it has a good action in it.
Yeah. Well, keep it going, dude. That's awesome. I want to show the world here. I got my Zax Supply sticker. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, baby.
All right. So, Zax Supply.
Yes, sir.
You couldn't get comfortable in the course? Was that screwing up your game? Like, what made you be like, I need to freaking start a clothing line, dude? How did this come about?
I think from selling shoes. So from the time I had, from the time my best friend Caleb had his license, we would travel around and buy shoes and flip them. And so I think just arbitrage, the idea of arbitrage, and figuring out Alibaba a long time ago and being able to talk to people in other countries and see that there should be some margin in there. I've always loved to dress well, and so I figured instead of spending tons of money on a designer thing or shirt that looks nice, I can get mine, make it look nice, and sell it to other people to wear.
It's a nice hoodie you got there. Is it yours?
Yes, sir.
Let me see that logo on the side a little bit.
So we've got.
What is that?
You can get this at Rose Hill.
Is that the Rose Hill logo?
It's their new logo. We got Zax on the left,
Yeah.
and then Rose Hill on the right, and this is their new. I think it's pretty smooth.
Dude.
Here, man, have one.
Woo! What? Yeah, buddy. I'm weak. Oh man. Has this got the Rose Hill on it?
That one does not.
Okay, that's cool.
That one is available on the website without the Rose Hill logo.
Bro, thank you.
Yeah, brother.
Look at this thing. Should I put it on now?
Go for it.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna put First time I've had this American flag jacket for like 2 years. My fly down.
It's spiffy.
Dude, never wore it.
Really?
And I was like, you know what? Today's the day.
Today's the day.
But now we going Zax Supply, dog.
I'm sorry to do that to the American flag.
Bro, there'll be plenty more times to wear it. Probably not the rest of the year at this point, but we should be good. Okay, here we go. Get this bad boy on.
The big unveil.
Oh, yes. Dude.
Sweet.
Bro. You know what? All right, this is the first thing that came in my head. Okay. 2 things. I'll tell you the first thing that came in my head. Dude, this is so comfortable. That's the first thing, technically.
Cool. Appreciate it.
The split second next thing, as soon as I put this on, you know what I thought? I'm wearing this to the movies. This is a movies hoodie, bro. I know this is athletic wear, and this is like, you said you like to dress well. Like, you didn't just go on Alibaba or something and get some like BS wrong cut stuff. Like my buddy's actually, he's worked for a supplement brand, and he's like, they would used to price negotiate and try to get stuff, and they would get like these Vietnamese shirts that were cut for Vietnamese guys who are naturally smaller build and their shoulders are cut different. They have a different style there. Nothing against the Vietnamese people. That's just how it worked in Vietnam. So they ordered some stuff. It came in and it was like all weird and nobody wanted to wear it.
That's how that started. The
Really?
first one I got was I ordered a medium for myself, and it came as like a toddler medium. Like it was so small, like a belly shirt almost, and like squeezing me. So there's been a lot of variations of that hoodie.
Okay, I love business. How many variations?
Probably 5 different sizes in the hoodie to get to the proper medium that we are now, and we're still gonna move, maybe grow a little bit more.
Let me see, because I can look at the. Bro, this is cozy.
Proper large, or should we go a little bigger?
No. This is like the right fit. Now, if I wash it and it gets a little smaller, maybe I'll let you know.
All
right. But I do want to say that these cuffs do not feel cheap and they do not feel too tight.
What do you think about the discoloration of them? Because we've had 2 variations of this now.
Like that it's a darker gray?
Yeah.
Love it.
All right, cool.
Absolutely
I
love
do
it.
too.
Yeah, I like the two-tone. Bro, I feel so a fish right now.
Oh, man.
I do want to give a shout out to Rose Hill because that, for being the low, I'm not trying to say anything bad about the low country, but it's very traditional down here.
Yeah.
That's a freaking updated logo,
It
man.
is. It's pretty snazzy. They just changed it, and they had one of your more classic country club looking logos.
Yeah.
And this is a brand new one. I love it.
I'm a big marketing guy. I'm big on branding. If you have a dope logo or shirt, and I don't care if it's your actual logo or you made a cool shirt and it was vintage looking,
Yep.
I will wear it. If I like what you've done and you have a cool shirt or hat, I'm a sucker for it, dude.
Yep. I'm with you, man.
That logo right there on your sleeve, I'm gonna go to Rose Hill if they let me in.
That's what dude. That's what I'm saying. Like it could be a brand in itself, not
Yeah.
just a golf course.
And that's kind of what I'm getting at. Is like that could run on its own. Where I could see people around town that do not golf, that don't know what Rose Hill is, but they got that hat on.
Yeah.
Somebody gave it to them, and they're like, "That's pretty cool."
Yeah, it's smooth.
Good job, Rose Hill. Very proud of you guys.
You've done well.
Yes, you've done very well. So Zax Supply, that's how you got it started. So I asked you yesterday, is this a golf brand? Is this an activewear brand? Is this like, who's your in your mind, even the big names?
Yeah.
Could be Nike, could be Lulu, whoever. Who are you competing with?
So I'd say my rivals are kind of the Bad Birdie, the Proud 90, the kind of. So I've switched from the initial plan, which was to do a different material, a material that isn't out there, something that's hydrophobic, so you can dump whatever on it and it falls off. I'm a big sweater, so I wanted something that wanted this color when that happened. And I found that these are the material is so fine that it's tough to embroider on.
Okay.
And so that limits me very much.
Okay. Do you have one of the T-shirts that you gave me? Actually, I think I had that one over there, but is that one of the other ones right there?
Yeah, we got polo and T-shirts. Yeah.
So another reason why I think that the main reason why you're my number 2 guy in here is because your marketing brain is good. Not only are you doing this, and we've had conversations, we've talked strategies and stuff, but when I got COVID, my ass was bored as hell. And by day 3, I was like, I have a wooden desk in my office. The office is in my closet, my walk-in closet.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm just going to do like a closet confessional or something, dude. I'm so bored. Like, I can't leave my room. What am I doing?
Dude, I was loving those things. They were hilarious.
Thank you.
Very captivating.
Dude, and here's the thing. This is how I feel about my social media in general. This is the truth. I feel bad for people who watch it.
Your victims?
Yeah. I only do it to entertain myself. And then, like, if other people laugh,
the residual comes. It's
yeah.
good.
I've always been that way since I was a kid. I would just make videos at home.
That's
with
great.
The big VHS camcorder. And I watch them back and be like, it's kind of
great.
Like, it's not an ego thing, but it's more just like, I entertain myself because I like
Yeah.
creating through these platforms. And then it's like videos, really my thing. So I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna do like one of those MTV confessionals. I'm just gonna go in there and I don't even know what I'm about to talk about. And if you've had COVID, which you have, you can attest to this. You've lost your mind.
Go crazy. Stir crazy.
Crazy, but then also it really affects your mental game. So I was like, this is actually going to be kind of funny. If I go in there, I don't know what I'm going to say. And I will say that I didn't just go, did I do that? The first one, I edited up just a little bit because I went really long. And I was like, I'll put this and this in there. But then after that, I just did the hands-free live. And then I went to my recording limit and then I didn't even care anymore. I didn't care. So the whole point of that story is you had the mental capacity to be like, and this was on the first one. You knew that I was going to do another one. So you're like, hey, bro, tell me one through your mind there.
I know that you enjoy to do it.
Yeah.
And you're good at it. And I was like, dude, I can give him a shirt and I know he's going to talk me up. Like, this is easy.
Dude, you're a smart guy, bro. Because as soon as you're like, can I give you a shirt? I'll drop it off. And I was like, I got COVID. I can't come to the door. And you're like, I'll give it to your girl. I'll leave it at your front door.
Dude, and so she didn't know I was coming.
No, because I'm a terrible communicator.
She saw me on like the Ring or something, and she came out and she's like, hello? I'm like, hi, here, I'm just putting a shirt here on top of your trash can. Don't mind me.
She's like, some guy came and dropped off shirts? I was like, oh, Zach. Show him the shirt.
Okay.
Show him how this works. Because these shirts are so freaking comfortable. And I'm not saying that to talk him up. You gave it to me because I was like, man, I hope the shirt like doesn't suck. Is honestly what I thought. I don't think you would have taken me there, but I did have that thought where I was like, because I want to promote your stuff.
I appreciate it, but you can't promote.
But I don't want to promote it if it sucks. Because then if somebody's like, because people did ask me, hopefully something came through on it. People are like, well, how do I buy that? Because I was really talking it up. Because it was like sex on your body.
I feel that.
It is silky smooth, bro.
It's silky smooth. So, when the weather is between 60 to 75, it feels like you have nothing on your body.
Right.
Just because of the weight of it, the texture of it. They did a process called icing on the shirt. And so what that does is it just makes it essentially feel like softer than silk.
Yeah.
And it's hydrophobic. So you can dump beer, water, wine, whatever on it, and it'll fall right off, no stains, and hopefully hide some sweat as well.
We should like bring you back in when we plan for this, and we should do like one of those.
Dump some stuff on it.
Be like the ShamWow guy or something.
I like it. Yeah,
like,
we talked about that originally too.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, you did because you came. We do lunch a lot, I guess, like once a year anyway, over at the Bluffton barbecue.
Yep.
And that's how you started talking about this, and you're like, I want you to make some content.
That was the same time we started Low Country Views too.
Oh yeah.
Big meeting we had.
We have effective lunches. My dad always makes fun of me. He's like, how do you have time for these lunches? I'm like, Dad, I've gotten more done in a lunch with relationships that have gone in great places than I have busting my nuts over in the Palmetto Bluff while yelling at guys that can't do something that's real basic. I need to go to that lunch for my, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is. How do you feel about lunch? Do you do lunch with other people?
I do. I like breakfast as well.
Ooh.
I like breakfast and dinner. I like all three meals.
Yeah.
But I like breakfast because then I can get hyped up off of the coffee.
Yeah.
And we've got a whole day.
I feel you.
And if you get something going in the morning, you just keep going with it.
Dude, your mind processes are great. I will say, you should, because I've given you advice before, and you know what you need to do with the YouTube thing, bro.
Yep.
You should have been, all year you could have been killing.
I know, dude. I know. And so what I've recently done is I started posting my golf swing on TikTok all the time.
Yeah.
And I've got some that have done crazy views, and it was awesome. And I was like, I heard about this YouTube Shorts thing. Have you done anything with YouTube Shorts?
I've done one or two.
Okay.
So let's have one of our normal sessions that we do.
They have the same effect as TikTok right now. You get the same traction as you do on TikTok, with there just not being enough consumers or not being enough videos put out, content put out with a bunch of consumers out there. And so I've started to put some golf swings up on there.
Yeah.
And I think I have 19 subscribers. Yeah. And I'll get thousands of views.
That's insane. Have you seen it grow your channel? Did you have like 7 and then it went to 19, or you're just getting the views? You're getting the attention.
I'm just getting the views. Yeah. There's no real turnover to that. And you don't get compensated for the shorts yet.
Correct. I was looking at that. Do you have enough subscribers?
No, I do not. I don't
me
have
neither.
And I don't think it counts toward the watch hours.
It doesn't.
Either.
I looked it up because there's a monetization. They kind of upgraded the back end of YouTube a little bit. So I started the Bluffton Buzz YouTube up.
Okay.
And I want to make Bluffton Buzz really a resource for the community first. I want to make money from it. No doubt in that.
Absolutely.
Very Gary V. Jab, 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 right hook.
Beautiful.
I want to give. I want to do this. I want to bring folks in. I want to help promote. I actually didn't even shoot it that great, but sometimes you just post it, right? It was the first day of spring, didn't even know it, and I went out and did a sunrise. A big ass cloud in the way, but it ended up looking beautiful, but I didn't set my camera settings right ahead of time, so kind of got a little wonky. Don't care though, only because it's content, and it was more for just that natural sound. You can put it on as a background.
Yep.
I want to build up a library of that, so I just posted it anyway. So I have that up. So I want to have basic stuff like that up. Real basic. Maybe I'll do a stroll down Calhoun Street during the farmers market. People love coming here.
Absolutely.
Here, Hilton Head.
They want to see what's going on.
Absolutely. So I am a nerd for Disney, and a lot of the folks that live there, they go around, they live stream. Now it's Disney, it's global, right? Bluffton is, it's a destination. I won't say it's like a Miami global hotspot, but the people that love it, and I want to create more content for folks who are sitting home in Indiana, for example.
It's nationally recognized, though. Maybe it's not global and a household name, but everywhere you go, someone's wearing a salt. Everywhere you go, you're going to see a Salty Dog shirt. It's without fail.
Absolutely. So to that note, I'm like, part of the give is if and when I have the time and I'm trying to make more of it. Sunrises are easy for me. My kid's sleeping. I could jet out. I could sit there, and I did some reels, which will go back to the shorts thing in a second. But I just record that. I put it up. I want to do some strolls, that I call them, and you walk through with a gimbal. I want to bring you guys in and girls in and help the community. And I do want to create a marketing company out of that. But I enjoy the give process because I like creating. So it helps, right?
No, I told you the other day, I think it's really strategically genius what you're doing, just because you're doing something you love, you're providing a service, and you're also, you have a light at the end of the tunnel. You can see where it's gonna go.
That's the goal, and you always have to pivot.
Yep.
So the light might be there, and then all of a sudden it's from a mirror, and you got to go there, but you got to at least remember that. You know what I mean? It's always about the pivot. So I appreciate that. Thank you. What was I gonna bust your chops on though with social media? Oh, because the last time we were talking, I'm like, bro, you need to do the YouTube thing and do the golf. Basically what I just said, right? Provide, do the walkthroughs of the golf course, do a sunrise, sunset, whatever. My new thing I'm going to bust your chops about is you need to be on camera more. Your mentality and your personality will shine through. And I really, truly think you have more to offer than just like sick golf views. You have, like I said, mentality, personality, and you have the technical know-how. And something I've been researching a lot for myself and for a couple customers in the YouTube world. I spent a lot of money on this thing. And it's like, you have to have a freaking niche, right? A niche, a niche, however you want to say it. You have yours. You know it. Zax Supply has it. Now run with it. Just provide that content. So, and this ties into what I was going to say is, you talked about the shorts. I've actually, as much as I'm doing the YouTube thing, on Reels,
crazy.
I was starting to do. I wasn't doing Reels. I was like, whatever. But I'm like, dude, I'm the video guy. I'm the content creator. How am I not making Reels? So I took a course. I have another one coming up. I'll send it over to you. It's free, a free challenge for YouTube to get your 1,000 subscribers. That's what you need to. The first part of what you need to get monetized. The second part is like 4,000 watch hours. I think
something crazy.
And like you said, shorts don't apply to that right now. But on the Reels game, I'm like, I just do it for me, for my own personal entertainment. So now I've learned how to title things properly. I've learned how to thumbnail things properly. I've learned how to do the descriptions. I've learned like YouTube hashtags don't really work. And I've learned that Instagram hashtags are pretty important. And Facebook's getting into it even more. And you need to know as an early creator, like Melissa has, dude, her TikTok below that one video we made. That TikTok went cray cray.
40 million or something?
I think it's like more than that.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I'm driving in my Bentley now because of it. I'm going to work every day, yelling at guys.
Free diapers in the back.
We actually got a Pampers deal out of it. No joke.
That's too cool.
Yeah, we got a Pampers deal. She got hit up by Pampers on TikTok.
That is really neat.
Yeah, so I'd say every quarter, they throw her some dough, and we get some Pampers.
That is sick.
Throw them right in the trash after he poops in them.
Just takes one.
We get them for free because we got to pay for them before that. She gets a ton of free stuff out of it. But I guess back to my point is I have I think I just hit the 2,500 mark. You know anything about the stock market? A little bit?
A little bit.
You know, like when it breaks a high, like an all-time high, it kind of stays above it for a while. You ever feel like Instagram's like that?
You catch momentum.
I hit my 2,500 and it tests that. You know how in the
Yeah,
market
comes
it
back to
tests
support
the
a little
top?
bit. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And I just hit the 2,500 earlier this week. I've seen it bounce and dip and then rise. And I'm like, they have control over that.
Yeah.
That's not like.
It's very strange how it comes because with the TikTok thing, I'll feel like I put out a video that's similar to something that did a lot of numbers and it does nothing. And I'll do nothing for a couple videos. Then I'll put it out 3 or 4 in a row that do crazy numbers again. It doesn't. Yeah. It's very strange.
I think I know from what I've learned, there's posting times. So
I've got the alarm clock set.
Oh, you have it consistent?
Yes.
Okay. So that's the most important thing because it's like if you have, there's a lot of variables in success in getting a post to hit, right? But if you have your time, if you have everything locked and then you tweak one, how does that respond? And you know that it's a long game and you're not going to, I mean, dude, like I said, we have probably over 40 million views on that one TikTok. And we're not baller rich from it or famous from it, but you can learn from it, and it helped boost her account because it was her account that it went on. So there are benefits to it, but when you make these little tweaks and then you have that viral, and then the next one, you can kind of start saying, well, what made that go viral? Or what made this one get 10,000 views and this one get 500? And that 500 was way cooler.
Yeah.
I hate when that happens.
Low Country Views taught me a lot about that because I was anonymous until just now. Like no one knew who was doing it. And so I was just trying everything, doing weird stuff, making weird hashtags. I just tried every time of the day until I found a time that has consistently worked, hashtags that consistently work. And I don't know how you feel about this quote, but a good quote that I changed my perspective a little bit. I heard it last year was good artists create, great artists cheat. Yeah. And so this guy told me that when he saw my shirts, he was like, yes, but you can embroider. So you've created something new, but you see everyone else copy each other. There's no shame in doing that and just improving upon what's already out there.
So funny you said that because I thought of something today that it goes right with, what did the quote go again?
Good artists create, great artists cheat.
Cheat.
Or steal, it's steal.
Steal.
That's what it is.
Okay. Well, I had this quote. I'll never forget. My brother, who is a very, I'll use the word talented soldier, he was going through a training. He's a Ranger.
Okay.
And he was going through his training. And from what I remember from the story was he was in the way back and they were getting smoked, right? And it's like in the middle of the night or something and it's dark. And they had to just hold their rifles out in front of them and do a squat and hold that squat. And you fall, you get back up. You fall, you get yelled at. You fall, you could get kicked out. He was in the way back. It's dark. From what I remember in the story, it was dark. You couldn't really see. And there was actually sandbags. And they realized in like 10 minutes of doing this and their legs are shaking and trembling. There's sandbags behind them. And they're like, we could rest our ass on this. And then they did, and then they knocked the sandbags over and got caught.
Shoot.
And I might be screwing the story up, but from what I can remember is they got chewed out.
That is.
Yeah, but the example, drill sergeant, I don't know. That guy, the leader in charge, said, you see this? These gentlemen are geniuses. Because if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And I never forgot that quote because I don't want to be a cheater, but I'm like, well, goddamn, do you want to win?
Yeah.
What's the closest thing to cheating and not being a scumbag? Should we go there? Should we try that?
You got to keep the moral compass in check.
Correct.
But you got to play within the game.
Yes. It's all about the rules of the game, and that's why I don't like people who are like, oh, you don't pay taxes, you use tax loopholes. I'm like,
playing the game.
The freaking game.
Yep.
They're the same kind of person where, like, you somehow hit go 5 times before them in Monopoly and they cry about it. Well, that's how I play the game. I don't even know if you can do that. I don't play Monopoly, but that was my bad example.
I was like,
yeah, no, I don't know. Me too. Don't worry.
So a guy that I met up in New York, his entire thesis on his business is just built off game theory.
Okay.
And so he's the most successful person I've ever been around. And I was like, I need to figure out.
Is he famous?
He lays below the radar, but he's probably one of the wealthier people.
Wow. Billion?
Yeah. Big, way more.
Damn.
And
tell me how he got there.
Through the stock market. He's just a super savvy guy. Figured out some different flaws in the systems early on. And but basically the game theory part of it is there's a winner and a loser in every exchange, essentially. There's I'm still trying to get my head around everything. There's a lot, but there's variables and everything. Everything's always changing, and there's always a game being played. And with the close, especially, and the golf, there's finite games and there are infinite games. And infinite games go on forever. Finite games are sports. There's a clock that's running out.
Okay.
And so when I realized that you have to play within the game that you're in, and a business is infinite, I stopped trying to do things for the here and now. And I learned a lot from that guy in that you got to play the game that you're in. And business and this podcast, what you're doing is infinite. You're trying to grow it forever. Like there's no end in the goal. So when you play a finite game inside of an infinite game, you lose. But if you play the game you're in, you win.
Okay. That leads me to two things.
Perfect.
Okay.
I was getting rambly there.
No, I loved it. I loved it. One is within that little subtopic you just hit. You're a caddy. You spend time with these ballers.
Yeah.
You spend time with dopes maybe. I don't know. But you want information from people. You want to learn.
Yep.
Have you developed any techniques? I think this would be really good for folks because I always wonder, like, I just have the gift of gab sometimes.
Yep.
But how are your approach techniques where you're like, well, this guy's a billionaire.
Yeah.
How the heck do I get some of his knowledge? What's your like mental process? And then how do you hit them with like small talk?
I think that's cool you asked because when I went there, I didn't finish college. So I went there and I wanted to look at this as a 2-year degree. I want to go get a 2-year degree from going to New York. And that has been like my mindset going into it. So when I go in there, I actually, I have a quote book and I'm always just asking questions. And like, I find that if you have similarities and if you guys like each other at all, they see that you want to grow, you want to do better, you want to be successful in what you're doing. And so they want to help you as much as they can. Like they're at the point where they've reached their goals and now they just want to give back to, that gives them purpose and meaning and direction. But
is it like, hey, here's your 9-iron, by the way, how do you make a bill?
Yeah. No. So really, I just try to find out what they do and then what I do in relation to that. Anything that's similar in that. And I try to build parallels in it and then just ask questions that lead them to providing the answers, essentially.
Okay.
I don't know. A buddy of mine, he works for Charles Schwab right now. And he wants to get in. He has so many licenses and he's got all these accolades and he could be at a higher point. And so I'm telling him, I'm like, dude, go caddy. You're going to be around people that have what you want and you can segue out of what you're doing into something that would be more preferable because you're going to meet tons of people in the finance industry.
Right.
I don't know. But just building parallels, similarities. If you guys like each other, they see that you want to do better and they're going to try to help you.
So something I did recently, because I was watching a YouTube video, I'm always trying to grow, and it ties into what we're talking about, is if I was a billionaire, it was an exercise. I found it on a YouTube video. I think I said that. Write down what your day would be like if you were a billionaire. What would you do? Money isn't an object. And I sat there, and maybe I'm too small-minded. And I know there's some big stuff out there that billionaire needs to do to keep being a billionaire. But I was like, all right, well, if I'm a billionaire, what am I going to do? I wrote down the whole list. I wish I had it because it's crazy. I only crossed off the things a billionaire could do, and there was like 3 of them.
That's interesting you said that because being there, I realized that even when you get there, you're the same person.
Yes.
You want to do the same stuff. Nothing changes. Like it's incredible. It gave me so much more respect for people around me. Not that I disrespected people, but like just to see that. I think when you think of people at that level, it's almost esoteric. Like they're not tangible.
Right.
But being around it and seeing it, it's very normal and real and attainable, and there's just a process laid out.
Yeah.
I love Kobe Bryant. I listen to him all the time because he just talks about the math of being successful. When he first started his daughter's basketball team, they were terrible. And he had a parent meeting. He was like, if you want your kid to be on this team, they're going to be good at basketball by the end. It's just math. We're going to put in X amount of hours more than the average, and you're going to become good. And I think applying a plan with math around it is beautiful. It is the formula.
It's all about formulas. It's all about math, and it's not like crazy math. That like it's basic math. It's basic analytics.
Yes.
Which is not even really math in a way. It's more just looking at the data set in front of you.
Yep.
And you don't have to be a genius to do that, but you have to know what it is first. Does that make sense? Yeah. I just think it was so crazy that I did that Billionaire exercise, and it was like I would wake up. Now here's where the Billionaire part comes in. I'd wake up and have this giant like South Florida terrace, and I would look out and watch the sunrise. Right?
Have your tea.
Yeah, but guess what? The idea was I was grateful for where I was.
Yes.
I can do that now. I got a lake in my backyard, and maybe it's more of a retention pond. I don't know, but it's got a nice little fountain, and the sunrise is on the other side of the house, but I can at least watch the sun. I watch the sunrise every morning when I wake up. And now, since I did that exercise, I go, I don't need $1 billion to appreciate this view.
Yep. Absolutely.
And I think that mental shift helps.
It
I
does.
don't remember that every day, but I do. It pops in my head sometimes when I'm stressed out. And I think doing those little exercises, they might not even help you in the moment. I had my aha moment where I was like, well, damn, I'm not getting in my Ferrari, but I got a nice, Sierra outside. Pretty badass truck still. I'm proud of that.
Yep.
So it's like, it's just the labels, and you already have the thing. It's just a way sicker looking thing.
Yeah.
It's a $250,000, $1 million thing. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
Do you journal?
No, I don't journal.
Note
but,
taker?
What's that?
Notes?
Like goals and stuff, or
like just I like when I have a good thought. If I don't lose it, once the emotion's gone, it's gone with it.
Yeah.
So for me, I try to write down everything good that I think. That way, I can review and get that feeling
For
back.
sure.
I don't know.
So to that note, I'm a note taker. Like when you were not joking, but serious, when you do breakfast and you like the ideas start going. In the shower, I always get ideas. I always bring my phone in. I'm listening to something, so I have an idea. I'm like, oh, right. Airplane is another place. When I'm flying, I don't know why the flow's there, dude. All right.
For me, it's driving.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that gets dangerous.
That's how I created the logo.
Really?
Yeah, I was driving.
That's probably you started drawing, and that's what your car did in a shape.
Yeah, you're right. They're like, what is going on?
Yeah.
This dude's drawing his logo.
Normal for a day in Hilton Head.
No big deal.
Yeah. No, but I was going to say there's two things to that. I'm actually a whiteboarder. Something about the whiteboard for me. I put the creativity up there.
Yep.
Then I get to take a step back, look at it, and I'm not saying by any means my ideas are genius. But what it does let me do is marinate on that thought, because I won't erase the whiteboard for a week or a month sometimes.
Yep.
And I sit there and I look at it and I look at it and I go, that was dumb. Or I go, dude, that's it, but I just need to tweak this.
Yeah.
And then like the whole thing's there. And then I take a picture with my cell phone. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's that. But then there's something else I did that I've only told one person about. And there is I found it on Instagram. It's called Project 369. Have you got hit with these ads?
I have not.
Okay. So they do like the binaural beats and they do the affirmations and stuff like that for like free content, but they sell a journal.
Okay.
But it's more of so the whole shtick behind it, and I say shtick because I don't know if it's real or not, but also what you do is real, right?
Yep.
So I believe in it. I like it. I think it changed my life last year, and I bought
369.
Project 369.
Okay.
I actually have a book. It's the journal. I bought like 4 of them on a deal. I'll give you one.
Oh, thank
All
you,
right?
man.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. I'll put it to use.
Yeah. So the idea is, and like Grand Cardone talks about this, you write, and it's also in Think and Grow Rich, I believe.
Okay.
Their, again, air quotes, shtick, and their angle on it is Nikola Tesla was all about the 369, and there's, back to the math too, we're so far off topic. We're supposed to be talking NFTs, but I love this stuff.
It's okay.
And I hope somebody else does too. There is like the ether in the 9 and then 3 and 6. And it's like certain numbers don't repeat in a process or something. There's a whole thing to it. You can read about it. But then you write down your goals 3 times in the morning, 6 times at lunch, 9 times before bed. And I did that for the entire freaking book. And everything in my life changed last year.
That is incredible. I love that.
Wild. I don't know if it was that. I don't know if it was just the way life went. But I think it kept me on a certain track because I hit a lot of my goals that were super lofty that I never thought would get there.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm talking like big stuff.
I believe it, dude.
So I bought another one, and it's all about habit, and I did not get into the habit yet. I did like a few days, and then it's like sitting on my desk because work is way too crazy right now. But I'm trying to calm work down. I'm trying to get more systems and processes
You
going.
sound like you're in a good pattern with, I mean, you're going to bed early and getting up early, and you have your stuff in a row, your ducks in a row.
Here's my thing. Back to the being a billionaire. You go, what does a billionaire do? I learned this in Tampa when I was trying to get back into shape. And have you been to Tampa?
I have.
You know Bayshore Boulevard? It's like the world's longest continuous sidewalk, or at least the country's.
With the bridge?
There is a bridge, the one that takes you into downtown, right by the convention center, and that leads all the way almost, I'll call it to South Tampa. Like it literally could take you on that road to the Air Force Base, a long way. But it's that whole sidewalk along the bay there. And I lived by the base, and then I got hip to the game. I was like, the party's over by the island. There's Channel Side, all this stuff. So we moved to Harbor Island. And then I was getting into shape because I was like, it's Tampa. People are good looking there. I was like, I gotta compete, bro. This belly ain't working. This pal belly ain't gonna do it for these ladies. So I start running, and something I noticed was a lot of doctors, because I was in the right area now. It was a pricey move, but I learned a lot. And it was during the recession, so I couldn't even apply it because there was no opportunities for me. Probably could have made some if I had a better mindset. But I hang out with a lot of really well-off people, a lot of doctors, a lot of folks. Some of them partied, some of them didn't, but everybody was a runner. Everybody ran. So it hit me. I was like, well, if everybody's a runner, I should start running. They're freaking successful. They're making a few hundred G's. Granted, they're probably $1 million in debt from all their education, but they're making good money. I'm not going to be a doctor, but I can run.
That's interesting you say that.
So then I started going, what else are people doing? And I find out they don't really drink. And some do.
No, but you're
but a
right.
lot of them don't. And then they go to bed early. They wake up freaking early. And they wake up every day. And they actually do make their bed. And they like make sure they get paid before everybody else. And I just started, I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there.
Yeah.
And if I keep applying this shit, it's going to be figured out real quick.
Absolutely.
That's where my head's at.
I love it. The running thing opened up a little cavity for me because I hate running.
Same.
But I feel so clear after I run. And so maybe I need to start running a little bit.
Yeah.
At least get a little more cardio up.
Yeah. You doing any cardio now?
No cardio.
I mean, we met in the gym. When you working out still?
Yeah. I still work out, but I just I don't do a lot of cardio. I was trying to get bigger, but I don't know. I give myself that excuse that I'm trying to bulk up, so I don't need to do the cardio.
Right. I think the cardio is good for you.
I agree.
I think walking is cardio too.
I like walks. I do go on walks.
Okay.
After doing stressful stuff, I like to go for a walk.
I have been doing the 75 hard thing. I started telling you about it yesterday. I said we talk about it here.
Yep.
You have to work out twice a day, one of which has to be outside, rain, sleet, or snow, morning or night. You have to do one of those workouts outside 45 minutes. So when I started, and the other thing I learned was in Tampa, I'm not a long distance runner. People say the body type thing is BS. I think it's quasi BS. I am a stockier guy who can build muscle quick and hold fat really long.
Gotcha.
I've learned personally, before I read about it, I can't run. Never could run. Was always the fat kid in school, felt like, right? I wanted to be the goalie because I hated running in soccer, right? I was like, I don't want to play soccer unless I can be the goalie because I could just chill there until it's... And then I was like weak in the brain and I was a scared kid and I was just a terrible goalie too. A lot of goals behind me, but...
Not in the right place.
Right. So I learned sprinting was my game. I could burn fat quick with sprints. I was like, I love sprinting. Fucking go real hard, and then chill out, breathe it out. And you can take some time in between too. Catch your breath, go again.
Yep.
And do high interval training. I started that in Tampa. That works for my body type, right? So then I was like doing the 75 hard thing. I'm like, oh, I'm going to get back into sprints because I wanted to cut down. I built a good base, and I'm like, I want to slim down a little bit, cut my calories, and I want to do the HIIT stuff. And day one, 75 hard. Didn't hurt myself during the run. Woke up, my knee was swelled up, and it's still banged up. And I got like 20 days left in this thing. And so for almost 3 months now, it's getting better, but it's a process. If you've ever had a knee injury, and it's like,
I've got real bad knees.
Yeah.
I grew up with the Osgood Slaughters.
God bless you.
Basically, I had hernias on my knees. And so I'd have bumps on my knees.
Is that real?
It's real.
Hernias on your knees.
Basically.
I showed you my belly button hernia.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. You have knots coming out of your knees.
Oh, God.
And so it has something to do with your growth plates or something or another like that, I believe. So I'd be wearing these. I wore braces around my knees, basically. It's not like Forrest Gump stuff, but but I
just kept on running.
Yeah, ran it out.
So did you get them fixed?
You just grow out of it, basically. I grew out of it. I don't know. But
so then you don't have an excuse. No. Well,
I still say I have bad knees.
Been walking. That's what I've been doing. You said you've been walking.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
walker.
Yeah, keep walking. It's not bad for you.
And biking. I like biking. You get places. You can go see cool stuff. Big bike guy.
You get there quicker.
Absolutely.
Dude, yeah. We should go biking.
Let's go bike.
I just got a nice little helmet.
All right.
I figured I got to be a role model to my son and protect my dome. And the way people drive around here.
I know it.
Knocking on that wood.
They're on the loose.
They're absolutely insane. So look. Okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
I was going to talk about my biking. So I hate when people bike on the road.
Yeah.
But every time I'm biking,
you want to be on the road.
I try to get off the road. I'm like, shoot, I'm on the road again.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It is hard. Do you ride with traffic or do you ride against traffic?
I ride, I switch it up a little bit.
Okay.
I don't discriminate against either side.
I ride against traffic. Probably A, because I'm Polish and I do things backwards. B, because it makes me feel safer so I can see what's coming my way.
I think that's the proper method.
Yeah.
Unless you got mad speed.
When you sit at a restaurant, does it bother you to have your back to like the main entrance?
I never, it will now. Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, it will.
Oh, it drives me nuts. Like, for whatever reason, there's a door here and there's a door here. This is killing me. Maybe because it's open right now.
Yeah.
But like, I set myself up here. And now I feel like I need to be there.
Now I'm digging that I got visual access at both entrances.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't do it. So I'm at a restaurant. I'm always like, my back's going to be in that corner. I can scope everything out. So when that terrorist comes in, I'll be the one that saves them.
You shouldn't have given me that, dude, because I can't even watch the TV if it's not on even number. I got into this weird habit. I'm all about evens, not odds, even though my favorite number is 11. But yes, it has to be on an even number. It nails on a chalkboard to me. Yep.
What if the golf channel's on an even number?
No. So the channel. Damn.
Did I screw you up?
No, I'll be fine. But the volume.
Oh.
Volume's got to be even.
Volume, that's nothing. I was making funny faces because I thought you meant like you
I won't
purposely not watch content
because
because it's on the wrong number.
37. No, it's not that.
Oh, thank God. Sorry, I didn't mean to screw you up if it was the channel.
It's all volume.
So, speaking of volume, you selling a lot of these shirts?
We've picked up for sure. I've learned some expensive lessons.
Okay.
I ordered way too many of this first batch at too high of price, too high of minimums per color, all that good stuff. Now we've transitioned to where we're doing total sublimation on the shirts now.
Okay.
So total customization of Rose Hill's got some shirts coming in right now, and it's just roses all over the shirt.
So you got a deal at Rose Hill?
Yeah, we've got some.
How'd you work that out?
So I went to a trade show a couple months ago, came back and was like, I just need to start doing the foot traffic thing. That was my plan originally with these. And then I was like, I can do this custom stuff now. Let me start going and talk to people. So I went to my buddies that are in the golf industry first. They hooked me up. And now we've got a couple other courses, and we've got a lot of shirts coming in now to Bluffton.
Can I buy it with one of your NFTs?
You cannot yet. But
okay.
I, down the road, would like to do a club membership deal where you get exclusive stuff with an NFT.
I am so lost. in the NFT world. I watched a lot of videos on it. One of which, I think a couple of which now are from Gary Vaynerchuk.
Yep.
And I feel like if he can't explain it, I shouldn't be doing it. And he's so invested in it.
I can try to explain it in one sentence.
Oh, God.
It is a liquid trading card or ticket.
It is a liquid trading card. Trading. So like a baseball card.
So essentially what I mean by that is if you have a hard card, you have a card or a hard ticket, you have to do some kind of person-to-person meetup or scan it, put it into Ticketmaster, Game Time, whatever, and transfer it that way.
Okay.
We can do a one-click transfer with these NFTs. So they will become tickets. They'll become, you'll have music rights on these NFTs, club memberships, any kind of membership. You'll have titles to houses in these NFTs. Everything will be tied to this NFT. It's in its infancy right now, and there's a lot of intricacies in it, but everything will be tied to an NFT.
I understand the blockchain.
It's an extension.
Okay. And NFTs are in the blockchain. They're like parts of the blockchain, right?
Correct.
They're the recordings of what goes in the blockchain.
Correct.
Okay. Now, see, I'm already lost again. I start getting it and I'm gone. You take a picture of this water bottle. You make that picture an NFT.
Yes, sir.
I sell it to you for $1.
Yep.
Why did you just buy that for $1?
Okay, so you're going to give me that too, or am I just getting the picture?
Sure, you can have it. I don't know. No, in this example, just a picture.
Okay, so why I would buy that?
Yeah.
If you want to start selling pictures of that water bottle, I have the first one.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe down the line, I have the first one, and you become super famous like Beeple.
All right, I'm gonna cut you off because I think I'm starting to get somewhere. The value of this water bottle photo that you bought is tied to the value of who I am.
Yes.
Okay.
Or to the idea that you have created. So it's all perceived value. It's like anything else. It's what someone is willing to pay.
Is it like art?
It is art.
Okay.
Essentially right now, it is very much tied to art because people are creating finite amounts of something and there's rarities involved. And so if you have a finite amount and you have a rarer token inside of that collection, it has inherent value.
What's the finite amount? The blockchain itself?
So there is allotments. So our allotment in our project is 49,999. So just shy of 5,000.
Okay.
So that is how many tokens are going to be available, and for that reason, it is finite.
Why is it valuable?
Why is it valuable? So a lot of the projects that have come out in the past are valuable for their art and for their first-to-market movers, essentially. They're the first one. There's volume involved. There's a lot of volatility in them. That is why they're valuable. Ours, we're bringing value in the same sense of what you're trying to do. We're trying to create community. So we have 4,999 people in our community, right? And we will hold voting on where they want the community to go. So basically what we want to do is, it's called Tiecoons. And basically what it is we want to create courses, classes, lectures, seminars tailored to what our community wants. So if our community wants to start a podcast, there's some people in our community that want to do a podcast, we will commission Ryan to build a course, and we'll put it out, a full detailed course on how to build a podcast. Any industry that these people want to go into, we're going to provide.
Do I need to have an NFT to access the course?
Yes. So your one-time purchase of our NFT grants you access to our seminars, which we will have. We're going to create a big fund here. So we'll have some money to deploy. We'll be able to commission some very influential, effective speakers to come to those seminars. And we'll also be able to commission people to build courses, lectures. It's going to be a continued learning center with just a one-time purchase where people are paying monthly fees for this without the NFT involved.
Okay. Again, this is where I start saying, I'm feeling it, I'm getting it, and then something will run away from me, and then I get more confused than ever.
Talk to me.
So I buy an NFT. We're just going to say, how much is it? Is there a starting fee?
So we're doing something called a whitelist, which is going to be a pre-sale essentially. We're going to make it very easy to do. And if you trust us to come into the whitelist, we're going to reward you with a cheaper price than what the mint price will be, which will be the debut of the product.
Do you know that price?
It's going to be in between $200 and $300.
Okay, so I spend
depending on when you buy.
Depending on when I buy, let's say I spend $2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what courses, or I don't know where this community's going, right? So do I try to sway other people to buy it in order so we can all get to our goal? Wait, I shouldn't say that on camera because maybe that's a good idea. It's like a hack. But I guess my point is the trust is in you to keep this ever evolving.
Correct. And what a lot of people don't do is dox themselves, which is debut themselves and show who is behind the project. And we genuinely want to provide a community that is growing together. And I've taken so many online courses and gone to so many seminars and listened to so many lectures. And so I have a decent idea of what a good one and a bad one is. And I really want to provide value not only to the community, but it gives me opportunities to learn as well. And so we're providing what I feel is thousands and thousands of dollars of value for, $200 to $300.
Lifetime value.
Lifetime value, lifetime membership.
Okay. How do you get the pull to get a Tony Robbins in? How do you get the pull to get a YouTube course guy in? I'm trying to help you here and help me understand it, but like, how do we build comfort for somebody, not only watching this podcast, but part of your group's goal is to build this confidence in order to buy this?
Absolutely.
How do we get there?
Okay. So basically with 5,000 units and $200 to $300, we're raising a substantial amount of money. And so for the first seminar, we will be commissioning these people. We'll be paying these people to come. And then from there, we have just shy of 2,000 followers on Instagram right now and right around 1,000 on Twitter. But we're starting paid ads this evening.
What's the Instagram handle?
Tiecoons NFT.
Any underscores, dots?
Nope.
TYCO.
TIE.
See, I knew there's something crazy.
We have fancy, wealthy dressed raccoons as our Abby.
So I was wondering what I thought you were just like real into the NFT images. I didn't know you were doing this project. This is why you need to be putting your face on your Instagram so I know what the hell you're doing.
I know it.
So TIECOONS.
Yes, sir.
Tiecoons, no dots, no spaces, no nothing, but it's not TY, it's TI.
TIE.
Like
yes,
the rapper.
Sir. You got it.
Cool. Tiecoons.
Yep.
You're going to be doing courses.
Yep.
Or is that
courses? We'll be setting up courses. We'll have individual lectures, and then we'll have in-person and be able to stream our seminars.
That's where my next question was going to be. Does every NFT holder absolutely get into the live in person, or is it just streaming, or is there tiered access? How does that work?
So the rarity will have something to do with it.
Okay.
And the voting system inside the Discord will also have something to do with it. So our Discord is where the community will meet and decide the fate. They will vote. So we will give them options based on where we're perceiving people are at. We'll give them options on who they want to speak and where they want it to be. And so the community will decide the location and the platform of speakers that we have.
You might have sold me. I don't really still get what the NFT is, but I like the idea of the project.
Thank you.
I can trade this NFT?
You can. So yes, all right. So say our community votes that they want this to be in Scottsdale. You live in Florida. You said, hey, I'll wait till they have a seminar in Florida. You can sell your NFT and someone in Scottsdale can buy it. And for that fact, yes, it is tradable. Or if you just like the art, you can trade for that. We hope there's a lot of value throughout the project that gives it tradability.
I'm like 65% there on the NFT thing.
We're
I
loading.
totally get your project, though, which is weird to not understand the NFT, but I get the tradability thing here. Mm-hmm. There's some examples I've heard that I just don't get, but that's whatever.
Yeah.
I do also know it's a pretty easy way to launder money.
Mm. Yeah.
And maybe that's the Jersey in me, but I figured out it's art.
It's what
it's
people
perceived
are willing
value.
to pay.
Exactly. I love your idea. When does the whitelist start?
The whitelist will begin a few days, probably 72 hours before mint, which will be April 15th.
72 hours is 3 days before April 15th. So does that mean that is the 12th or the 11th, and then you got your 3 days?
We haven't nailed that out yet. So we're waiting for the marketing to kind of catch, and see where the community is at, see what kind of adoption we have out the gate.
What is the adoption?
See how much traction we can gain.
No. I mean, how many people?
If we can get 1,000 people on the whitelist,
Yeah.
then
We're game.
Yeah, then it'll be
Where are we at right now?
So we haven't even launched the marketing yet.
So we're at 0.
We're at 0.
All right.
But
I'm trying to help you build some hype.
I appreciate it, pal. So we'll start the post this evening. I've done a lot of DMing and reaching out, so we have a decent following on both. So this is my point for the next seminars.
Okay.
We're commissioning people to come now. The goal is to put a lot of money into marketing and grow these pages to where people want to speak at our conferences to grow their own platform that already are affluential people.
That's a direction I'm trying to go down the road. I don't know how short or long that road is, but that's something I would love to do.
You're on the road.
Yeah, I'm already here, I guess, but I want to go down the road faster like everybody else.
Yeah.
But I guess my point is maybe I can get on and we can I can chat about something.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. Like I said, you've got this podcast system down, and you can probably teach a little bit about it.
I don't think I got the understanding, but I won't say I got all the kinks worked out yet after what we went through this morning. But I'm getting there. I'm pretty confident in it. Let's see here. So we got the white list.
Yep.
And then we have the drop on the 15th is what we're expecting. Where do you go to buy an NFT? Is there any prep I need to do before I get in to buy it?
Tiecoons.io. And yes, we will have on the Discord, we are working on an educational practice study guide, essentially.
Okay.
We want you to be prepared to come into the course, know what you're going to get, have an expectation, and also know how to achieve one of these tokens.
I love it. Young Zach, you got anything else for anybody?
I don't, man. I want to say shout out to X Golf. If you haven't been there, the place is awesome.
Okay.
Zach's shirts will be in there next week. Full sublimation if you'd like a taste of what we got going on. X Golf is a great place.
X Golf is over by the Tanger 2?
The Tanger that's closest to the island.
Tanger 2.
Tanger 2
Yes, sir. Yep, Tanger 2. X Golf is an indoor driving range, bar, restaurant,
shop,
supply shop.
Yeah,
for like golf stuff.
It's a cool spot, man. If you didn't know it was there, you wouldn't know it was there. But it's cool. They've got awesome simulators. I'm there all the time. It's a great place to work on your game.
Cool. How do people get in touch with you if they want to pay young Zach $300 a shoulder?
They can hit me up on Instagram at Zach Seeler.
Okay.
Or Zax Supply.
Zax Supply. ZACH Seeler. SEELER.
That's my name.
Okay. And then there was are we just sticking with those two or the key accounts? And then you have Tiecoons.
We have Tiecoons.
And that's at TIECOONS.
Yeah.
And TIECOONS.io.
.io.
EIEIO.
Yes.
Sound like the song. I don't know.
I was waiting on the lyrics to come to mind.
Yeah,
that's all I had.
Yeah. Old McDonald, bro.
Had a farm.
He did, and he made a bunch of NFTs and sold all of his chickens on NFTs and kept them for himself. Dude, I was at Sam's Club last week, and you couldn't get chicken.
I saw that, dude. Crazy. It's insane. I saw something that said the other day the ecosystem runs on a 90-day food supply.
Yeah.
So if we can't get wheat from Russia, I don't know. I don't know how long that takes till we start running low on a lot of things.
Yeah, well, I guess to your point, I did not know this, and I also don't know how true this is, but I will look into it. Not that I don't believe you, but if we're on a 90-day supply and chicken's getting the way it is, we're past 90 days already, and we're starting to have some issues.
A little decline.
Yeah, dude, I went to look at brisket the other day. 15 pounds, you know how much that was?
Can't even guess.
Dude, it was like, I think it came to $98, and it wasn't even a good brisket.
That ain't good.
That's wild. Young Zach Seeler, everybody. I appreciate you, homie. Thank you for the shirt.
Ryan.
We got some shirts here. Do we want to give one away real quick?
Let's give one away.
All right. We don't even have to do anything crazy. Let's do this. First person that just comments on this feed that you're watching. Sorry for the people that are listening to this on the podcast afterwards. Make sure you add me at Ryan Chwanski, or I guess they don't do that. That's my Instagram. On Facebook, Ryan Chwansky. Look me up. First person to comment, I want a shirt. We're going to give you a shirt.
We'll give you a shirt, and then like this post as well, and we'll give one away to somebody that likes it as well.
I like instructions. We're to continue. You say, I want a shirt, you like the post, and you share it to your feed. Can you do me a favor? Please? Let's show them the shirts real quick.
All right. We've got the Polo
Polo.
logo
Clean.
on the back.
White.
We've got a gray. These are your selections. We've got a gray.
Love it.
We've got a salmon is what I call it.
I like the salmon.
Yes, sir. And then we've got T-shirts in black, white, and gray as well.
That's cool.
And to close it out, we've got the dolphin.
I love it. Dolphin. Did you name that?
I did. Clever, eh?
Snowflake. All right. So say, I want a shirt. Like the post and share it. Do me a favor. We'll do you a favor. Young Zach.
Thanks for having
Appreciate
me,
you,
pal.
bro. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you, Zach. Man, we hit it for a while because we're at 120 and we're already 23. And when I started recording that, let me end the stream. Zach, say peace out.
Peace and love.